Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to St. Michael's e-learning classes. My name is Francis sir, and today we will be studying chapter number 6 of Social Science for Standard 4. And the name of the chapter is The Coastal Plains and the Islands. So let's read and understand this chapter. Coastal Plains. A coastal plain is an area of flat, low-lying land adjoining or near the sea. The coastline of the India stretches around the Indian peninsula and is divided into the western coastal plain along the west coast and the eastern coastal plains along the east coast. It runs for about 6,000 km in length and its width is about 120 km in the eastern coastal plains and 65 km in the western coastal plains. Kanyakumari is the meeting point of both these plains. So, my dear children, when we come to the word coastal plains, we need to understand what is first of all coastal plain. A coastal plain is an area of flat, low-lying land which is very much close or near the sea. And the coastline of our country, India, it stretches around the Indian peninsula and is divided into the western coastal plains along the west coast and the eastern coastal plains along the east coast. And the coastal plains runs about 6,000 km in length and its width is about 120 km in the eastern coastal plains and 65 km in the western coastal plains. And the meeting point of both these plains is Kanyakumari. Now we come to western coastal plains. The western coastal plains extend from the Gujarat coast in the northwest to the Kerala coast in the south. The plains lie between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. The western coastal plains are divided into three parts: the Gujarat coast, the Konkan coast and the Malabar coast. They cover the states of Gujarat, western parts of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala. So when we come to the western coastal plains, we see that the western coastal plains are extending from the Gujarat coast in the northwest to the Kerala coast in the south. And these plains, they lie between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. Along with it, the western coastal plains are divided into three parts: the Gujarat coast, the Konkan coast and the Malabar coast. The western coastal plains, they cover the states of Gujarat, western parts of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala. These coastal plains are narrow, rocky and rugged in nature. The Gujarat coast is broadest between the Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Khambat in Gujarat. The Konkan coast south of the Gujarat coast has a coastline which is narrow, rocky, uneven and indented, and thus it is ideal for establishing harbours and ports. Kandla in Gujarat, Jawaharlal Nehru Port or Nhava Sheva in Mumbai, Marmagua in Goa and Kochi in Kerala are some of its important ports. So the western coastal plains, they are very much narrow, rocky and they are very much rugged. Rugged means they are not smooth, they are uneven. The Gujarat coast is the broadest coast between the Gulf of Kutch and the Gulf of Khambat in Gujarat. And the Konkan coast, which is towards the south of Gujarat coast, has a coastline which is very much narrow, rocky, uneven and indented. Indented means that it is divided with a zigzag line which is not very much straight. It is moving here and there. And because of this, the Konkan coast is ideal for establishing harbours and ports. Kandla in Gujarat, Jawaharlal Nehru Port or Nhava Sheva in Mumbai, Marmagua in Goa and Kochi in Kerala are some of its important ports. Now, we need to understand what is a port also, my dear children. So, a port, as you can see in the lookup, where my finger is pointing, the meaning of port is a town or city established at the sea coast where the ship load or unload goods. So, a port is a town or a city which is developed very much near to the sea coast where the ship is unloaded or unloaded with goods. Now, let's see the climate and vegetation. The western coastal plains experience a hot and humid climate throughout the year, and receive heavy downpour from the summer monsoon. Rice, coconut, cashew nut, tobacco, and groundnut are cultivated here because of the moisture-rich condition. So the western coastal plains, they experience a very much hot and unhappy climate, or an uncomfortable type of climate throughout the season, and receive heavy rainfall from the summer monsoon. Rice, coconut, cashew nut, tobacco, and groundnut, they are cultivated in the western coastal plains because of the moisture-rich conditions. Apart from apart from farming, fishing is a major occupation of people living in this area. Some of the most popular and beautiful beaches of the country are found along these coastal plains. Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Panaji, Kozhikode, and Thiruvananthapuram are some of the important cities along the coast. So, apart from farming, fishing is also very much done in the western coastal plains, and people earn their living mainly through fishing. Some of the most important and beautiful beaches of the country are found also in the western coastal plains. And apart from this, the important cities which are lying in the western coastal plains are Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Panaji, Kozhikode, and Thiruvananthapuram. Now we come to the backwaters. The backwaters or lagoons are the most distinguishing feature of this coastline. They mark the Malabar coast of Kerala that lies south on the Konkan coast. So the backwaters, my dear children, they are also called lagoons. They are the most special feature of this coastline. They mark the Malabar coast of Kerala that lies south of the Konkan coast. Apart from being a major tourist attraction, they are also used for the fishing and navigation purposes. Kochi is an important part of the Malabar coast. So apart from being a very much a famous tourist location spot, the western coastal plains are also used for fishing and navigation purposes, and Kochi is a very important port of the Malabar coast. So here we end about the western coastal plains. Now let's study the eastern coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains extend from West Bengal coast in the east to the Tamil Nadu coast in the west. They are lined between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. These plains are divided into two parts, the northern Sarkars in the north and the Coromandel coast in the south. So when we come across the eastern coastal plains, my dear children, we need to understand that the eastern coastal plains, they extend from the West Bengal coast in the east towards the Tamil Nadu coast in the south. And they are lined between they are situated between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. These plains, that is the eastern coastal plains, are divided into two parts, the northern Sarkars in the north and the Coromandel coast in the south. These plains are broader than the western coastal plains. These plains move across the states of West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. The sea waves here are stronger and bigger than those on the western coast. Due to its shallow coast, it lacks good harbors but forms well developed deltas. Chennai and Visakhapatnam are the two largest ports. Now we need to also understand that the eastern coastal plains are very much broader than the western coastal plains, and these plains, they move across the states of West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. The sea waves in the eastern coastal plains are very much stronger and larger than those on the western coastal plain. Because of its shallow coast, shallow means because the coast is not very much deep. Because of this reason, it does not support good harbors, but it forms well-developed well-developed deltas. And the two largest ports of the eastern coastal plain are Chennai and Visakhapatnam. Now let's see the climate and vegetation. The eastern coastal plains experiences a hot and humid climate. The northern part of these plains receive monsoon rains, while the southern parts receive rainfall during the winter season. So the climate of the eastern coastal plains are very much hot and humid. The northern part of these plains, it receives monsoon rains, but the southern part receives rainfall during the winter season only. The rivers draining the eastern coastal plains deposit silt and hence make the soil rich in alluvium. The fertile soil coupled with heavy rainfall in this region allows extensive rice cultivation here. Sugarcane, coconut, and rubber are the other crops grown in this region. So in the eastern coastal plains, the rivers draining along this particular plains, they deposit silt and hence they make the soil rich in alluvium. So definitely The eastern coastal plains are the soils of the eastern coastal plains are very much rich and good for cultivation. The fertile soil coupled with heavy rainfall in this region allow extensive rice cultivation here. So because of this alluvial soil along with heavy rainfall in this region, rice is very much grown in this plains, that is in the eastern coastal plains. Along with rice, sugarcane, coconut and rubber are the other crops which are grown in this region. Fishing and farming are the two main occupations. The seaside towns are popular tourist destinations. Ports are used for both inland and foreign trade. So, fishing and farming are the two main occupations of the eastern coastal plains, and the seaside towns are very much popular for tourist destinations. Ports are used for both inland and for foreign trade, that is for business purposes, both for India as well as abroad India. So, my dear children, we will stop till this portion where my finger is pointing, and in our next class we will continue further with islands. So, till now, my dear children, whatever we have studied, please revise, and in our next class we will continue further with islands. Thank you.